of the NFL in Family Feud's preview of the 1994 Super Bowl. For the American Football Conference from the New York Jets, Boomer Esiason. From the Buffalo Bills, Jim Kelly. From the Houston Oilers, Warren Moon. From the Seattle Seahawks, Stan Gelbaugh. From the Los Angeles Raiders, Vince Evans. Playing for the National Football Conference from the San Francisco 49ers, Steve Young. From the Phoenix Cardinals, Steve Berline. From the Chicago Bears, Jim Harbaugh. From the New Orleans Saints, Wade Wilson. From the Detroit Lions, Andre Ware. And the mascot of the National Football League, Ray Coe.
Thank you. And welcome to the Family Feud. I am very proud to tell you that we have two great teams with 10 of the finest players of the NFL, 5 AFC quarterbacks against 5 NFC quarterbacks, competing for the chance to give up to $20,000 today to a great charity. They want the bragging rights to say that they donated for cystic fibrosis. And right now we're going to start with our bullseye game. Come on, Steve Young. You boys don't want none of me.
Is there air in that uniform or what?
Is there air in this uniform? Now, I'm going to say, is there air in that head? Don't get on me, Boomer. I'm a professional. I appreciate you being here, and we're going to start by placing $5,000 into the banks of both teams. Natural enemies. It's up to you now to build that bank. This first question is worth $1,000 toward building your bank. You look awfully relaxed. We ask 100 people, name something that a city agency is supposed to repair but usually doesn't. Looking for number one, Boomer.
Pothole.
Are potholes the bullseye? Bullseye! $6,000 going to the bank of the AFC. Here they come. Steve Berline, Jim Kelly. $2,000 the value of this question if you know the bullseye answer to this question asked of 100 men. Keep that in mind. We asked the men, would you rather cook a meal, iron a shirt, or babysit for your child? What do you say, Steve?
Cook a meal.
Is that going to add $2,000? Is it cook a meal? The bullseye. Bullseye! The NFC fights back to a $7,000 bank. Here comes Warren Moon. Houston Oilers. Jim Harbaugh. Good luck. Chicago against Houston. Don't ask a Chicago question. No. Well, this question is worth $3,000, and it's an American question. Name a famous uncle. Jim?
Uncle Ben.
Did he say it in time, Judge? He did. He did not. Warren, you can give any answer you want, including his name, a famous uncle.
Uncle Ben.
He said he gave your answer, Jim, because you didn't give it in time, Jim. Let me see if Uncle Ben is number one. Now, you're thinking about rice. I don't know what's up there. What do you think, Boom? Show me the bullseye. What would have added 3,000? Warren, I'm sorry. It's what you get for cheating. Here we go with another bank-building question. Wade Wilson, New Orleans Saints. Good luck, Stan. Can you add $4,000 more to your team's bank by giving me the number one answer here? 100 people. Name an occupation where you meet many people. Stan?
Policeman.
Okay. Did the policeman add $4,000 to your bank? Is it the bullseye? Before you answer, Wade, 100 people. Name an occupation that you meet a lot of people.
Politician.
Is a politician the bullseye? What was the bullseye? Salesperson. That's a politician. Here we go with our final bank building question. Andre Vince, this question could add $5,000 to the worth of your bank. 100 women answered only, 100 women. We asked them, do you worry more about getting mugged, getting old, or getting fat? Andre.
Getting old.
Did our 100 women say for $5,000 getting old for the bullseye? Now, Vince, you'll turn $6,000 into $11,000 if you know number one. Getting mugged, getting old, or getting fat. What do they worry about most?
Getting fat.
Is fat the bullseye? Bullseye! $11,000 going into the bank of the AFC quarterbacks for cystic fibrosis, the champ. $7,000 the NFC quarterbacks have built. But we're going to come right back to play the feud. You got to win the feud to play fast money. More feud and fun coming right up after this. Back. And before we play the feud, I want to take a moment and introduce the team. I'd like to welcome the captain of the AFC quarterbacks, Boomer Esiason from the New York Jets, formerly the Cincinnati Bengals, former MVP, and just say that today, two teams have come to play for a very great charity. You've built a bank of $11,000, and you know you have to win the feud to play for it. But Boomer, would you like to say anything about the charity?
Well, to tell you the truth, Ray, the reason that we're all here is because of cystic fibrosis. Unfortunately for me, on May 6th of this year, I found out that my son suffers from this disease. And I've asked my friends, including you, my quarterback friends from both leagues, to come here and raise not only money, but awareness so we can beat cystic fibrosis. They're close, but they're not there yet, and we want to make sure that people do not become complacent.
I thank you. I'm going to have you introduce your teammates. It was just a couple of days after you got that diagnosis that we talked about this, and you got 10 of the greatest players to come and get that awareness. I don't think anybody knows the guy next to you.
Well, this is obviously Jim Kelly from the Buffalo Bills, three-time AFC champions.
Three-time Super Bowl losers. I'm sorry, Jim. I didn't mean... We're buddies. We're buddies. Go ahead.
I was on a team that lost, too. We prefer to be known as AFC champions.
Okay, and...
This is Warren Moon from the Houston Oilers. Terrific passes in the NFL from this day, let me tell you. Also next to him is Stan Gelbaugh, a teammate of mine at the University of Maryland, who's with the Seattle Seahawks. And then really, the anchor leg of this whole team right here is our Hall of Famer in waiting, maybe. How about it, Vince? Vince Evans.
Let's meet your opponents, who will also want to play for the same charity, headed by Steve Young, the only man... plays for the San Francisco 49ers, and we know the charity. We appreciate you being here. To me, you're my idol. You're the only unemployed man I ever knew that had $40 million. So, Steve, tell everybody who you brought to help you play for cystic fibrosis.
We brought a lot of guys from the NFC. First of all, Steve Berline, who just signed a new contract
with the Phoenix
Cardinals.
We can thank Joe Montana for that.
Yeah, and also you can wish, the Dallas Cowboys wish they still had him.
That's right, and
Jim Harbaugh from the Chicago Bears. Jim's happy that they have a new coach that won't yell at him. Next to him, Wade Wilson from the New Orleans Saints. Down the end, truly our anchor man, Andre with all the right answers in the rehearsal, Andre Ware.
Well, I'll tell you what. You have $7,000 you'd like to give. It's time to play the feud. Come on, Billy. Let's go, Steve Young. The first team to 300 wins this game and goes on to play for the bank they've built. This first question was asked of 100 people. We placed the top 5 answers on that board. Listen carefully. I'll move quickly. Tell me a kind of person you know who claims to have never made a mistake. Boomer?
My dad.
How about a parent? Is it up there? It is there. Stay here, Steve. 2 answers will give you control. Tell me a kind of person you know who claims to have never made a mistake.
Doctor.
Is Doctor 1 or 2? No, you think of a steal. You have control over here, Boomer. Jim, a kind of person you know who claims to have never made a mistake. What would 100 average Americans say?
Politician.
Let me see if politician is there. I think the key there, Jim, was it said a person. Politicians are animals. I don't... We know the president. Warren? Kind of person.
They're a clergyman.
Okay. A clergyman never makes a mistake. 2 strikes. Now, I want you to listen to, over there, Steve. You could steal this first bank, and it's only 22 points. You know, far be it from you to be the 5 guys that didn't know anybody that lied. Stan, number 1 is up there. A kind of person who claims to have never made a mistake.
How about a...
3 seconds.
A coach.
Is a coach going to... Let me just walk over here now and ask you. Show me coach. Is it there, Judge? No. 1 answer to help Steve. Kind of person who claims to have never made a mistake. Nothing? Anything?
Lawyer.
A lawyer? Anything?
Teacher.
Teacher? All right, Steve, you tell him what you really believe. With him or on your own, it's a small steal, but it's a moral victory. Tell me a kind of person who claims to have never made a mistake.
Be the least, right? 22.
Nice talk. It's easy for you to say. Steve, I know you play... Stop that, okay.
Teacher.
Let me see. I think you guys got the money anyway. Let me see, teacher. Yes, it's a steal. The number 1 answer that would have stolen this bank, this kind of person, number 1, spouse or...
Yes.
Number 2, never makes a mistake. Boss. That's the same in my house with spouse. And number 4. In-laws. This feud has only begun, and we're going to come right back and pick it up. 22 doesn't get to 300. Come on back for this NFL special.
If you or someone you know suffers on Game Show Network.
The top 5 answers are on that board. We ask 100 people this question. Listen carefully as I pick up the pace. We ask 100 people, tell me an excuse a man gives when he stands up his date. Steve?
The car broke down.
His car broke down there? It's there, but who should get the chance? 1 answer, Jim. An excuse a man gives when he stands up his date. Quickly.
Lost the number.
Lost the number. Is number 1 lost the number? Sorry. Think of it. Okay. Think of a steal. All right, Jim?
Had to stay late at the office.
I had to stay late at the office. Number 1, and the bank grows to 138. Very nicely done. Wade.
He's sick.
He's sick. Did that excuse make our survey? Sick. Bam! Andre, tell me an excuse a man gives when he stands up his date. Take a guess. 3 seconds. Don't know? 1 strike, think of a steal. Steve, point value double.
How about getting lost?
I was lost. You can steal a real big bank if you don't know, Steve. Excuse man gives when he stands up his date.
I've got a real important phone call. Yes.
Jim Kelly called me. He couldn't find his girlfriend's number. I got an important call. Big steal. 1 answer quickly. Vince. Tell me an excuse a man gives for standing up his date. Nothing?
Forgot.
Forgot.
Yeah,
Just forgot.
slipped my mind.
Yeah, very important girl. Forgot.
Family emergency.
Family emergency.
Emergencies.
Emergencies. Now, tell him what you really believe, or you make...
I love this, my God. You know, he forgot. So I think we forgot.
Is it for the steal? We forgot. Yeah. Bam! Big steal. Here comes the AFC. 1 answer would have kept you going. Number 4. There's been a death in the family. That's a bad lie. Here we go with what could be the final face-off. Point value is tripled. Point value is tripled. The top 5 answers are there. At the end of this question, you could be playing for the $11,000, or will you play for 7? Top 5 answers, 100 people. Tell me something little boys hate to do. Warren?
Chores.
Is chores there? 1 answer gives you control, Jim. Little boys hate to do.
Take a bath.
Bath, number 1. Think of a steal. Here we go. What do you say? Little boys hate to do?
Go to sleep.
Go to sleep. Chance for a steal that would win you the game, Andre.
Come in from playing.
They hate to come in from playing. Now, think of a steal. You'll win the game. Steve?
Eat their vegetables.
Veggies. Listen to the wording. Tell me something little boys hate to do, Vince.
Brush their teeth.
Brush their teeth, Stan.
How about homework?
Homework.
Brush teeth.
Brush teeth, homework.
Homework,
Brush-
brush teeth.
Now, Boomer, you can go with them or on your own.
You gotta let Jim Kelly homework, brush your teeth, homework.
You'll play for $11,000 if you give me one of those answers.
Brush their teeth.
Is it for the game? Brush the teeth? There! You did. You have one. You did it. Two answers would have kept you going, Steve. Those answers were number 3, little boys hate to kiss people because they didn't brush their teeth, and number 5, dress up. You guys stay right here. We're going to be right back to play Fast Money. Who's going to go first? Let's go. Who's first? Don't go away. $11,000 with cystic fibrosis, and one going first.
It's on Game Show Network.
We ask 100 people these 5 questions. Name something you think there's just too much of on TV.
Sex.
A way to make a little kid fall asleep.
Lullaby.
A type of place that has uniformed guards. Quickly.
Pass.
How much money does the Tooth Fairy leave?
Quarter.
What's your favorite flavor of jelly? That's 3 of the 5. Turn around and see if you had a touchdown. We'll stay right here, Warren. Stay here. It's all right. Hey. It's kind of embarrassing when you don't have a helmet on to see your face when you make a bad play. Name something you think there's just too much of on TV. You said sex. Survey said 33. A way to make a little kid fall asleep. You chose a lullaby. Survey chose 16. A type of place that has uniformed guards after about 2 minutes. You said pass. Okay. How much money does the Tooth Fairy leave? You said a quarter. Cheap Tooth Fairy. Our survey said 31. The last question, your favorite jelly, you did not get to. 80 points as we cover those answers. Here comes the captain. Boomer Esiason, New York Jets. You can do it. 120 needed for $11,000. If we will place 20 seconds on that clock, you need 120. You're going to stand right there.
Right here.
If you hear this sound, it means you've duplicated a bad answer.
Okay.
All right. We ask 100 people these questions. Name something you think there's just too much of on TV.
Sex.
Try again.
Violence.
A way to make a little kid fall asleep.
Rock 'em.
A type of place that has uniformed guards.
Prison.
How much money does the Tooth Fairy leave?
$1.
What's your favorite flavor of jelly?
Grape.
Turn around. I asked you something you think there's just too much of on TV. You said violence. What did the survey say? 31. Warren has the number 1 answer. Sex. A way to make a little kid fall asleep. You have children, you may know. You said rock them. Right. Survey said bam. Number 1 answer is rock them. A type of place that has uniformed guards, you chose a prison. That's a good answer. What did the survey say? 35! A bank would have been number 1. You're now 17 from $11,000. And this is where many people fall down on this question because it's internationally debated. How much money does the Tooth Fairy leave? Of course, Warren, it's a quarter because you said they leave $1. Where I'm from, we would knock our teeth out for $1 apiece. If 17 people said $1, $11,000 will go for your great cause of cystic fibrosis. What did the survey say? Yeah! The number 1 answer was $1. What is your favorite flavor of jelly? Grape. Boomer had the number 1 answer. We're going to come right back with 10 great quarterbacks. Cystic fibrosis, $11,000 wealthier. Stay tuned.
a member of our studio audience will receive Experience Santa Fe cologne for her, for him, forever. And discover why it gets pretty hot in Santa Fe. Back to Ray.
Thank you. For the Family Feud, I'm Ray Combs in the NFL. $11,000 for the cystic fibrosis. We'll see you next time.
This is Gene Wood speaking for Family Feud, a Mark Goodson television production.
Chance for a steal that would win you the game, Andre.
Come in.